Just give us a little bit of an update with your pre-season. We've watched you not doing too much contact. Can you just tell us what the process is now to get you right for JLT?
Yeah, I've pretty much done 90% of pre-season. I just had to have a small surgery on my rib to just put a plate in it to help it heal. I was off my legs for 10 days and pretty much running, just trying to stay away from contact for a little bit. JLT, penciled in to play that, so it's a couple of weeks away, so I should be fine.
When did you have the surgery, Jurien?
About 3 weeks ago. So we just wanted to try to let it heal naturally, and it sort of didn't, so we just had to put a plate in there to help it heal. And, it's nothing major at all, it's in and out.
Do you wear that forever, or does that come out at some point?
It'll stay. I'm sure I'll speak to the docs about that down the track, about taking that out, but it might be in there forever. But I think just for now it's just to mainly help it heal, and hopefully that can that has happened. So it's fine.
You've probably spoken about it, but can you take us back to grand final day and the build-up on the Friday, and how much pain maybe you did play in throughout that game in particular?
Oh, yeah, it was a little bit. It's all been glorified a fair bit. To be honest, most people are probably playing with a bit of pain. This was probably a little bit more than normal for myself, but it was a tough week. Lucky I got there in the end. Lucky I've got good physios and docs around me, and I'm glad we won as well.
You arrived late to the parade. Were you being tested out then, or was that just a bit of theatre?
No, we'll plan on not going. So to get obviously it's a 2-hour thing. We're going to try to get some more treatment, a bit more work on it before training. But the AFL said no, so I had to rock up late in the Uber, which was nice. But it is what it is. It ended up working out.
Was there a final decision made on, okay, he's playing, and when was that made?
That was made Friday arvo before the game. I had to do a few things to tick a few boxes, and I wasn't sure on myself, to be honest. I had to get through training, and I had to convince Simo and the other staff who were watching, and luckily enough I did.
Who's more of a hero, Dom Sheed or yourself? You started it, Dom finished it.
It depends who you ask, mate. Every backman will say me, but I think everyone else in the world will say Dommy Sheed, so I'll go with Dommy. No, he's it's pretty clutch what he did. He's heard it enough. I don't need to pump any more wind up his backside, but it was a pretty good goal. It was an amazing passage of play though, wasn't it? Did you follow it after you took the mark? A little bit. A little bit. I was just playing. I wasn't thinking too much. Even when Dom kicked his goal, I didn't really give as much recognition as I should after, because I was so focused on the game. So watching it back, it's a pretty big play, I guess.
You take a lot of intercept marks like the one that you did there. When it's at the dying stages of the grand final and you're down and you're flying back with the flight, I mean, are the nerves greater than they are at any other stage? Are you thinking, gee, don't drop this now because this could be game?
No, I think it every time. When I'm down bad, if I drop it, most of the time it goes for a goal. So I think the same thing all the time. No, I didn't feel any more pressure. I wasn't really thinking at all, to be honest. I was just sort of playing, and I guess just your natural sort of instinct takes over with that sort of stuff. I understood the game. We had to go quick, and that's pretty much the only thing that sort of ran through my head.
How do you take your game to another level this year?
I don't know, just small little things, small little areas that we would identify as in my defensive sort of side, offensive as well. We got small little things here and there to keep tweaking, but just keeping that consistency is probably the main thing, and probably trying to help a lot of the younger boys coming through as well.
You look lighter.
Yeah. I think that's sort of the way the game's going at the moment.
Yeah.
Aerobically, it's a bit more demanding and a bit quicker, that's for sure. Especially the bigger bodies that are running around as well. Everyone's sort of running around a bit lighter and a bit quicker these days. So, you got to drop a couple, I think, to keep up with them all.
So, what in terms of what you weigh on the scales, what does it translate to? How far down are you on what you were playing at last year?
A few kegs, a couple of kilos. I'd be pretty worried if you weren't a couple of kilos lighter during pre-season. So, it's a couple of kilos lighter, but I'm sure everyone is.
Do you feel fit up?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've like to think I'm building every year on your pre-seasons. The more you get, the sort of fitter you get. But the more you do, the fitter you get. I'd like to fitter than last year.
Just on the ribs, when do you anticipate you'll be able to, I guess, take full contact or a full blow to the ribs?
In the next coming weeks, we'll start building up on that. So I'd like to say before I play JLT, I'll be pretty much into full contact and take a few hits on it.
So you've had a sort of plate stuck in there, is that correct? Is that,
Yep.
Like your ribs are pretty sort of exposed. Can you sort of feel it? Like,
yeah, I can feel it. Yeah. I've got a bit of extra padding around there naturally, so it's hard. I've got to get through that, but I can feel it there naturally. I feel it there. Yeah.
And will you have to wear a guard?
Something we'll probably look at. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I got the natural guard, but we're going to look at probably putting a guard on early. But I should be fine. Like it should be fine.
How different is Jurien McGovern now? He's a premiership star.
I don't feel too much different, to be honest. Around the footy side of things, when you're getting, spoken as a premiership player, that's a little bit different. But other than that, I like to think I'm pretty similar and same person, same bloke, and still enjoying footy.
Badgingarra.
Yeah.
How was that for an experience?
That was a great experience. We had the whole school there, the whole school of 18. It was great to see all the smiles on the kids' faces, and they had a teacher each out there almost, and they had mini golf. They were making a mini golf course for lunchtime, so good on them. It was good to go out there and see all the kids.
I know it's only the day one, but can you see the impact that this premiership's had on, especially the country regions that are pretty loyal, rusted on Eagles fans?
Yeah, I know it firsthand. I grew up in the country and I was a loyal fan, so it's good to come out here and get around everyone. We've done a fair few tours so far. Everyone's got around us, but it's good to come out the country and give back to our fans out here. Don't get the experience to come and see us too often or get the interaction with us. So it's definitely good. And it's Mark Lacrosse, old town as well at Savannah. So he's just finished up, so it's pretty. I've heard he's coming in and going to throw the shirt on apparently and come do a tour.
Maybe a statue of him, do you reckon?
Oh, I hope not. I'm sure he's got his own statue somewhere. He's done up. But it wouldn't surprise me. He's a local legend, Danny.
The new rules, Jeremy. How do you think, particularly the set positions at bounce downs, how do you think it affects the way you're going to play? Does it affect the way you're going to have to defend?
It might tweak a few little things. It's a bit hard to tell, because we haven't had a real good run at it. We've done a few things in pre-season, but it's going to be interesting to see. I think the ruck dominance is going to be pretty big. First hands of the footy in the middle there, and then it's going to be a lot of one-on-ones. It's going to be pretty traditional back to the old school days, I think. You just got to win your one-on-ones and go from there. After the centre bounce, it'd be pretty much normal. But that centre bounce might bring a few things up.
Do you expect to have to play more, get an opponent as opposed to floating and being the extra man in the contest?
Yeah, I might actually play on someone apparently. So I always start on someone at the centre bounce, so it's going to be no different for me. I'll start on someone again, but we'll probably have to be a bit tighter, and I'm sure some team or someone will come up with something fancy and new, and they will have to combat at some stage. But until that happens, we'll try to keep it as normal as possible.
So you haven't worked on that in particular, the playing on someone a little bit more than you normally do?
Oh, a little bit, but like I said, at centre bounce, I'm not standing wherever I want. I've actually got to start on someone at centre bounce. It's the main time you start on someone. So, in that sort of sense, not too much. We've sort of played around with it a little bit. It's more what's sort of happening around the centre square rather than each 50, I think. So, obviously, unless it's late in the game, I think that'll change a few things.
What about the kick-in and what you've seen in the women's game? They seem to be taking advantage of the extra length back from the 10-metre square and really making some ground. Yeah,
it's going to be harder to keep it in your forward half, I think, especially from kick-outs. Especially if you've got a couple of boys that can get onto it. So, that'll play a big part. I don't know. Like, we've sort of played around with it a little bit. We haven't put too much time into it. It's a small part of the change of the game, but we try to keep everything as normal as we can, and it'll be interesting to see. I can't tell what's exactly going to happen, but it's exciting, I guess.
Just get Shannon to kick it to the hot spot and so get someone.
Yeah, that'll be Shannon or Jets. They can take your pick. They can get up the other end pretty quick with that big square.
Do you like the changes?
Sorry?
Do you like the changes?
Personally, I don't really. Nah, I'm just happy to keep the game as is, and it'll naturally sort of change. But it's out of my hands, and that's just the way it is. I'm pretty open to it either way, really. I can't do anything about it.